The city of Lakeland looks great, and one of the reasons it does is because of our parks department. For many years, we've been an award winner in that area. 20% of our budget is dedicated to the parks and recreation area. So we intentionally make sure that we look good, that we take special measures to be attractive to outside visitors, because sometimes you only get one chance at impressing them. There are a lot of benefits to be in Lakeland as opposed to other areas. The quality of life to be in Lakeland is significantly better. Lakeland has a lower tax base. We can go up to a certain level on taxes. We're about half of what we can legally do. So it costs less to live in Lakeland than it does in those other areas. Lakeland is becoming a college town. It is in many ways already, because Lakeland is becoming a more livable city, a more enjoyable city. You're seeing, I think, part of that growth showing up in the colleges and universities. So their campuses are growing, their population's growing. And then in the case of Florida Polytechnic, there was a good location near the interstate, very accessible between Tampa and Orlando. It was largely a political decision that will benefit Lakeland and fit into the college town scenario that we're pursuing. Well, when you look around, there are job opportunities in nearly every sector. There's probably a concentration of health-related industry jobs, both with the growth of Lakeland Regional Health Center and the growth of Watson Clinic, which both are doing well. And of course, the biggest one, probably for right now, because of our location, are logistics and distribution. You see that manifested in companies like Amazon, who, because of the location, wanted to be in this area. Amazon has helped us in a number of ways. One of those, an obvious way, is when you put 1 million square foot of warehouse space, you get a lot more tax revenue. That benefits us, certainly. But it also adds to our credibility. You think about it in terms of, well, if Amazon chose Lakeland, then other high-tech companies certainly might want to look at it as well. The benefit to the city of Lakeland, and really to the entire southern and southeast regions, with having a Publix there is incredible. The headquarters being here, of course, allows us to receive special benefits. For example, when I'm talking to other mayors around the area, in fact, we talk about Publix a lot. With their tremendous reputation, it adds credibility to us. The Sun and Fun Air Show and the overall week that they're here benefits Lakeland tremendously. 250 to 300,000 people. In fact, they said this year this may have been the largest Sun and Fun ever. But what that does for Lakeland, it exposes Lakeland to a lot of folks who normally would not come. And so we see people coming and saying, we want to come back and visit Lakeland. We realize there's more to Lakeland than we understood. And a number of folks have moved to Lakeland or bought a second home in Lakeland because of the quality of life that we talked about before. The impact of winter visitors on Lakeland is significant. And one area is purely just numbers. Just the spring training economic impact is about $45 to $50 million just for that period of time. But because we have developed such an amazing relationship with the Detroit Tigers, they have now moved full-time, year-round operations to Lakeland. So the economic impact year-round is close to $90 and $100 million because of the Detroit Tigers. And that kind of folds in with our winter visitors. The projections for Lakeland are almost mind-boggling. And the number that is being presented now is a number that is probably not in my lifetime, but it's certainly in yours, 30, 40 years. We expect the population in Lakeland to be around 1 million. We have low taxes, we have a quality of life here that people want to pursue. So you're going to see growth in the short term, probably 2 to 3% per year over the next 10 years, but it's going to become exponential whenever they get too crowded, too congested in our neighbors to the east and to the west, and you see how much of a more livable opportunity it is to go to Lakeland.